everyone.
Hi.
So we're doing a mother-daughter video, and this video is mainly about how school is right now. Middle school now and middle school then. So let's start off with where I went to middle school. I went to middle school in Nigeria. It was middle school. Actually, we didn't call it middle school.
Oh.
Yeah, it had from, we call it GS1, junior secondary school, GSS1 to junior secondary school to SS3, senior secondary school 3, which is just from pretty much your high school, middle school, everything combined. Whereas my GS1 will be your 7th grade.
Okay.
So how is yours? So yours is like 7th grade?
7th grade.
So what is that called?
Like
middle school?
Yeah, middle school.
So you guys have middle school. What else do you have?
And then high school and college.
Yes. And we had secondary school, then university. So that is just the first thing, is the difference in the name of the school. And I went to boarding school, and which was very common, and it's still very common in Nigeria, that a child would go to boarding school. And I pretty much lived in school. The only time I went back home was during the holidays, like Christmas holiday, and I didn't even go home during the midterm holidays after, you know, like you guys call it spring break.
Yeah.
And fall, do they have fall break?
No.
Okay,
no.
So spring break and Thanksgiving break, I never went home because we lived in another country. And yeah, I know, so I stayed in school along with the kids that came from far away to go to school where I lived. I went to school in the western part of Nigeria, and there were other kids that went to school in the northern part. So for you, which kind of holidays did you have? You get to go home every day. Yeah, every day she goes home.
Yeah, we went home every day, and then like on specific breaks, like spring break, Christmas break, how you were saying, and like sometimes the teachers have like a meeting only for them.
Oh yeah,
which is on Fridays. So at that time we don't have.
They don't have school.
So.
I know, so they have to stay home. So that is one thing. Now let's talk about with students. So how is the students? Okay, in my day, back in my day, I went to high school. I started high school, which will be 7th grade. I started that in 1988. Yes, in 1988, I started at high school, middle school, and we had prefects. Okay, you had to dress a particular way. You had to dress according to school codes. No makeup. No makeup. Whereas in your day, what are people doing?
Okay, so normal day of school, I would just get on the bus and go to school, and I'll see like different people and stuff. And see, in like 2018, it's just
it's different.
Okay, so you see.
So makeup. Do they put on makeup
they put
to
on
school?
A lot of, like, I see.
We didn't even put on chapstick. We took Vaseline. You know Vaseline. We took Vaseline. I know, I'm so intense, right? We took Vaseline and we put it on our lips like that. And that was what we did. But you guys put on what?
Everyone, like, not everyone, but some specific, like, girls and stuff, they have, like, all this makeup and stuff. I'm like, is that really, like, necessary? I mean, yeah, you want to look pretty and stuff, but, like,
do you really have to? And the boys in my school, I mean, the only thing the boys will do is maybe the uniform, they'll kind of change it a little bit to look more dressy, like gangster. So, do people say gangster?
No.
Okay, more like cool, like LL Cool J, you know, kind of cool. Do you even know what LL Cool J is?
I don't know what you're talking
Okay,
about.
well, the boys will try, you know, and then the boys add swag. Swag. Do boys in your school have swag?
No.
Okay, so the boys will do this thing where when they're walking, they bounce, you know.
Like,
no, not bounce like that. I'll show you. So this is how you bounce. And that was cool. And the boys will bounce. And some of them will just walk like this.
Like they're limping?
Yeah. So when the boys bounced like that, they thought they were cool, and that was the thing. And did they have boyfriends in your school? Do people have boyfriends and girlfriends?
Yep.
Well, when I was our age also, people had boyfriends and girlfriends and crushes. I was one of those ones that had a crush. And I had crush. Yeah, of course, all girls had crush, and you had crush and stuff.
What? I don't.
Anywho, so but we had crushes, and girls and boys also had boyfriends and girlfriends, but they didn't really do much of anything. I was pretty naive.
I mean, look, and this is the thing about boyfriends and girlfriends. See, like, some people in my school, they've never had anyone until they reach middle school. They're like, oh, okay, people are doing this, people are doing that. Oh, let me try. Some people have had it since 5th grade, and now they're in 8th grade, and they're still having some. They break up and get back.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Why?
But then, like, once you get in a real relationship, you're like, oh, wait, I've been in like so many more. Like,
yeah. It's nothing. You have to wait. I mean, I personally, I was all for waiting till I was mature, because when I was in high school, middle school, we call it junior high school, I didn't know myself. I was confused about myself. So for me to have a boyfriend, I'm like, ew, you know.
I still don't know what real love is.
I know, exactly. So we want to keep our innocence like that, and it doesn't. If you don't have a boyfriend, girlfriend, it doesn't mean that you're not cool. Personally, you have all your life to live for that. Okay, let's talk about classes. What kind of classes? What did they teach you in classes? I am trying to remember. I know we had math, science, social studies, geography. We had languages, which was Yoruba or French. We had English. We had agriculture. Did you guys have agriculture?
No.
Yeah, we had a plot of land and we had to farm it. And we also
had to farm at school?
Yeah, we had to farm at school. It's gardening. You did gardening in school.
Well, a little bit.
Yeah, and
that was a club.
We had clubs too, and we also had PE, physical education, and we had sports day. What else did we have? I'm trying to think what else we had. Yeah, we had PE and all that stuff. And then, because I went to boarding school, once a week we had Labor Day, which we cut the grass outside of the school. We're in charge of doing that. We had clubs like horticultural clubs, choir, and things of that sort. So
like you said in the beginning, we also have math, science, social studies. That agriculture thing, I mean... You
guys didn't have farming?
No. What do we farm?
You farm yam and all this stuff. Yeah, we had all that.
Yeah, but like the geography stuff, that's part of social studies, so we just combined it.
Okay. But tests, we just took midterm test and final test, final exam, midterm exam and final exam.
Every 4 weeks we take a test. And
seriously?
Yeah, and then even the first week of school we had a test, like after. And then we had a final exam. Well, depending, like we have the STAR test.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
We have
the big
math,
test,
science, social studies, and science.
Okay.
And reading.
Okay. But then in math, so she was showing me a math homework, and I was like, what in the world is this? And I said, oh, do you mean board mass? And she's like, what is board mass? B-O-D-M-A-S.
It's GEMDOC.
It's not GEMDOC. Tell me what you guys use when you do mathematic equation. Is it equation?
Yeah.
Yeah, mathematic equation. Right, comment below. Let us know. Do you use board mass? Do you use PED? Which one?
PED mass.
Do you use PED mass?
Or GEMDOC.
Or GEMDOC. Board mass to me means bracket, you know. But you guys say what?
Grouping symbols. Which
one is grouping symbols?
There's parentheses and brackets.
It's brackets.
They're two different
things.
They're
the same thing. They're the same thing. So we have brackets.
And then you have the squiggly line.
No, we never knew about the squiggly lines. We never, that one wasn't even in our math equation. Then we have the O is off. So 2% of 10 equals plus 2 off.
for our E, it's exponents. The number on top. Like, you know how you have 2 to the power
of.
Yeah.
To the power of. Okay. Then D was division. M, but must. Come on. I'm supposed to call my parents. Call your parents.
Stop.
Okay, stop. I will call my parents. Okay. Then M was multiplication.
Yeah.
A was addition, and S was subtraction.
Yes.
So,
but it's what's
of this, of to the power of.
Then why don't you have power? What's of?
Okay. So that's what we did, and now when it comes to homework, which other homework? When we get homework, because I went to boarding school, so after you go to normal class, so normal class, of course you go to dining. If you guys want to learn more about my boarding school experience, you can click the link that will appear, I believe, right over here, and I share my boarding school experience. But we have study time. So after lunch you have siesta. You go to sleep for 1 hour.
You get to sleep at school?
No, that's after school is over. After class is over, you go eat your lunch, you go to siesta, you sleep. Because I lived in school. See, that's the difference. I need to send you to boarding school. So after siesta, you had study time, or you had labor where you cut the grass. Study time is when you do your homework and all that stuff. Then at night, after dinner, you go back to school and you have study time again.
Oh.
So you have 2 study times. So we didn't have TVs, we didn't have radios, we didn't have Walkman, you know, the CD players, music. We didn't have anything because I was in boarding school. If you're a day student, you go to home, you know. But we didn't have all that stuff. We didn't have iPhones, we didn't have cell phones. Cell phones was not in existence. You had those telephones. If you have to call your parents, those big telephones like Toy Story, you know, those Toy Story telephones. But that was pretty much it. But you had to do your homework. Of course, there was always a lot of homework, a ton of homework. Versus now, do you get a ton of homework?
I still haven't gotten homework this year.
You're not gotten a lot. You just got little questions to answer and stuff.
Yeah. And our homework, it isn't a lot. I mean, it's just...
Yeah.
I mean, now teachers don't really care about homework.
So about teachers.
Oh.
How are your teachers?
Actually, I really like all of my teachers last year. They were okay. Like some of them were good, and like my teachers this year, like, I mean, in science they let us, like, because her room is cold, like they let us wear like
jackets.
No, a blanket. So,
wow.
Like, exactly.
Not in our time. Our teachers were strict, and if you are misbehaving, they had a stick and you could get spanked. Your teachers don't spank.
No. And sometimes if we do good on a test, we get a reward.
What kind of reward?
Like they can bring us food or candy or something, or chips and stuff.
Oh my gosh, I was born in the wrong year. My teachers didn't bring anything like that. So my teachers, they just came, they taught if you didn't have your work, you get spanked, and that is that, and live and let live. So, oh my goodness. Well, you guys have it easy.
Yeah.
Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please share your experience about school. When you went to middle school, share it down below. Let us hear from you guys. But thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it, and I'm glad that I can share this experience with my middle schooler. This is our last year in middle school.
Then I'm going to high school.
Then she's going to high school next year. Are you guys still going to be subscribed to our channel? Please subscribe to our channel, because she'll be going to high school, and after that she will be going to college and then getting married and having babies. So join our life story. Okay,
too fast. Too fast.
Okay, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.